Ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Acrisure Stadium, home of the Pitt Panthers, as we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on a team from the ACC, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Hoosiers will get us started with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Leaves it with the running back. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed.
Breaks into the open. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the Panthers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Really? Together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. The Panthers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Pressure coming. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. It's third and goal and third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Makes the grab. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Fires into the end zone. Picked off. What a play by this defense. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
First quarter, first drive, First strike delivered, and it's the defense that comes up with the big play. Talking to the defensive coordinator, he felt really good about his pass defense. And
turning it on to the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Trying play action. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play, an interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's second down. Wants to go up top. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. Caught near the sticks. It's Hemby. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Hoosiers! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
and if I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Finds his man. It's Johnson. At the 40, there he goes. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Throwing on the run. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage. Defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Now the play fake. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back. 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. And the Hoosiers are flying down the field. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. Throws to the wideout. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Hoosiers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
They're going to run it. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game.
And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Indiana. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target. They make the big play, get the touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Robinson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Showing the arm strength to the left. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that's his second big play for this defense. Man, he does such a great job locking into the quarterback, breaking on the football. 2 interceptions already in the first quarter.
Got the quick pass. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. First play of the period will be a second down. Running back searching for a hole. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Going for 6. Throw to the end zone. Picked off. The 50. The 40. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Panthers. The defense gets it done with a huge interception return.
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the
Pulls it in on the right. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
He's got it. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Mendoza. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it from the red zone. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Hoosiers! These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Coming out with it, it's Robinson. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. Nice pickup on the return there. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Skips away from pressure. Snags it at the 30, still running. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Panthers. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards. And we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
That's a really good play by the defender. I think quarterbacks, when they see these routes and they think they can get these routes pretty much at will because my receivers are so fast. I usually get such a big cushion. And then when they sit down for that comeback route, it's usually open. But that defender says, no, sir, not in my building.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football. And now they face third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. They'll run play action. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And that is a huge conversion on third and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, first and goal.
Wants to throw again. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Indiana. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. down, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Panthers can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. The Panthers come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Got it in the middle, it's Holmes. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap, and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Looking to throw on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a...
Going over the top. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Pitt. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Starting to feel a little pressure. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. The sure hands, it's Hicks. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
Touch pass on the run. Look out, he's got room. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
He's going for the big play. Caught at the 25. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Caught in the backfield, it's Turner. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. shot. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Facing third and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. The first 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup problem, but the defense finally has something good happen.
To the air on first down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He won't have enough for the first down as the defense able to corral him. It'll be fourth down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. He might want another play. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Off-play action on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. And the Panthers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football program out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mendoza. Just a short pass to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to throw it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. A strike downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to
Steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up first and goal.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. He'll wedge it in there on the quarterback sneak. Sneaks it into the end zone.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Flushed out of the pocket. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket, and good perimeter defense.
He tries to take the top off. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Need 10 yards on this third down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Buying some time. He'll try to do it himself. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play.
He's got it. First down and more. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
They're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical game.
He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Pitt pushing the pace.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Wants to go up top on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out.
Touchdown, Panthers! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
And the extra point is good. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut the...
There he goes! A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Offense gets set for second down. Scanning the field, it's Mendoza. Fires to the big fella. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24 in this defense. Its head is spinning. The Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, let it rip, young fella. I mean, closing in on 450 yards, throwing the ball early and often with a lot of success.
They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they take it in for 6 more points. Extra point here will tie the game.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Robinson. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Caught, close to the marker, it's Johnson. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. The short hands, it's Turner. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Looking to the big tight end. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, the ground game. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Lets it go. Makes the grab. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. And thank goodness for those new age throwing techniques. It takes wear and tear off your arm because it ought to be tired by now over 450.
This guy can throw from all the different arm slots and arm angles he wants, Reese, but the end result is always the same. Completions and touchdowns. This dude's a machine.
And the Hoosiers are on the move. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. On target to the left. And it's complete at the 6. Defense right there, but now they're backed up with a goal-to-go situation.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Indiana! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big body frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for a 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. Decided to go for it, we didn't get it, and the defense just didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But
oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He's got it inside the 30. Bulldozes his way through. Touchdown, Panthers. He got a step and just dusted the field.
you know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Looking to pass. It's Mendoza. Finds a tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Brady. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock it down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Going to try to get it himself. Got room at the 35. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
I really like how the quarterback was just able to turn the page that time, right? On first down, he got sacked. Now it's second, and it's long, and it's an obvious passing situation. A lot of guys would be worried they're going to get sacked.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get...
Touchdown, Hoosiers! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. To the air on first down. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Here's a throw downfield late. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to go up top. A deep throw as the clock winds down. He's got it on the left. Here he goes. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Pitt!
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
And don't miss the fact there was some heat on that extra point, but he was able to tie it up. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. They get the football, but I think they touched it too soon. Flag on the field, and I believe it's coming back. Gonna run it. It's Hemby. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Looking left. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, first and goal. What a finish we have unfolding here. The offense in the waning moments and a chance to take the lead. He wants it all. Touchdown, Indiana! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And man, this game has been awesome. Some back and forth. Now you take the lead late. Nice job by the offense. And now you just need your defense to come through for you. One more time. One stop. Less than a minute remaining. Go out there, finish this thing off.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Robinson. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Going right to work up top. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Makes the grab down the left side. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got him.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
He'll take another shot here. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do, just like practice. Knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
Extra point, anything but routine. It's good, and we're tied here in the fourth quarter. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Bringing the heat. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to...
Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They've got the ball in field goal range, David. Now it's just a matter of taking care of it.
And you've worked this all week. Take care of the football, get a few extra yards, Jesse. Make sure that clock obviously doesn't run out.
Yeah, bleed the clock as much as you can and get the ball situated where your kicker likes to kick from, the center or one of the hashes.
On first and goal, let's see what Pitt does here. Looking to throw. Trying to pull his way in. Touchdown, Panthers! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Man, what a great job with the execution in a moment where you had to have it. You score the touchdown, you take the lead. There's less than a minute to go in this game. All your defense has to do now is get a stop and you win.
And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's taking a deep shot. Pulls it in on the left. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Wide open downfield. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the fourth with a touchdown. To the air, it's Mendoza. Finds his big tight end. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. What a game. We had a furious fight all the way to the final ticks, and that one is going to be remembered forever.
And I think when you're the #1 team in the country, you're coming in expecting to win. You're the favorites. Everybody's talking about you. You have all the momentum. You're the loved college football team in all of the land. To come in today, they played a competitive game, Jesse, but that's an inferior opponent they just lost to.
That's true. They've got to be more consistent moving forward as the #1 team. And we saw flashes today of why they were the #1 ranked team. We know they've got talent, but you've got to start fast. You can't shoot yourself in the foot. You can't have penalties. You can't turn the ball over. You can't have the lapses in concentration we saw today that led to them losing.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.